I've just come from my
Stretching class?
yes. This is my day. This is my day. Stretching class. Drive here. Get caught in traffic. Get a bit angry.
Yeah.
Come do the podcast. Feel a bit better. Go and have
Burgers
with you, with all of us.
Yeah.
We share a burger now, which is
It's pretty good. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Because the burger it's a big burger, isn't it? It's a long one.
It's a chopped cheese. Yeah, which according to one of the producers of this program put me onto, and it's beautiful.
Anyway, so I go to the stretch class, and something's happening that is a little bit alarming.
You seem to be getting taller.
They're putting me on the rack.
On a rack, yeah.
Clink, 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 clink.
Because people get shorter as they go older.
Yeah, so they start to close in a bit. Yeah, I'm reconnecting with my body. Anyway, I'm making noises.
Oh, yeah.
Do you make noises when you go to class?
Massages, yeah. I get a massage about once a month.
And do you make a noise?
Yeah. Oh, I do it in Pilates though too.
See, it's not so bad when you're in a yoga or a Pilates, but when you've got someone there, opposite sex, leaning on you, pulling your leg over, and you go, oh.
Well, it's the way you do that. Oh.
Well, but you can't not do it like that.
Yeah,
you can't go, oh. You can't make a, how do you make it a pain noise instead of a pleasure? Because it is partly pleasure.
It is, I know. I always go, oh, that's tight, isn't it?
I see, you qualify.
I say some words. That's
the bit.
Oh, and I always seem to say, I've been doing a lot of driving.
Because they must get used to it. Because I imagine they get people making noises and breaking wind.
Breaking wind. That hasn't happened to me yet, but it will happen one day.
Oh, because I know in yoga class it's kind of like a validation of really getting into it.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Well, I think it is a bit. You know, you sort of go, yeah, wow, she's moved into the
wow, that's a
zone.
real. Yeah, I've done bits of yoga. Oh, how's this? Like they said at school with my Barney, it would have been about 8, and they said, you've got to come to school they're doing a healthy living class or something.
God, never in our day.
I know, and I go along. It's yoga. So the woman's like, all right, take your shoes off, everyone. Sit on the floor. I'm like, oh, this is yoga. This is not healthy living.
She's got a few YouTube clips and gone back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, I was tricked into yoga.
And how'd you go?
I'm not very flexible.
You know how you test the next day, you have to sit on the toilet. Sorry to be a bit graphic. That's getting off the toilet is always hard.
Oh, yeah, yes.
We're getting on the
legs.
You're right in there? Yeah, just a bit tight. Yeah, no worries.
What's the go with breaking wind during a podcast? I think I just did.
Quick, play the music. Quick.
All right.
Hello and welcome to Somehow Related, and now please welcome your hosts Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Well, welcome to the podcast. As you know, Sam just said our names, so it's an easy podcast to listen to, isn't it?
Well,
I've been loving it. Listening to it.
I got to admit, I
really enjoy it.
And it's me on it, and I forget
that it's you.
That it's me. And
I forget some of the conversations.
I do too.
Yeah.
I pick out the bits that I realise that you say a whole lot of stuff that I don't hear when you say it.
Yeah, that's normal though.
Is that normal,
Yeah,
doctor?
that's normal. Yeah.
I like it when people say it. I like it when I hear anyone, whether it's a doctor or a friend, where you do something a bit weird and you go, and then they go, it's normal. I do that.
Yeah, it's very normal. I reckon that's normal. But anyway, we get 2 topics. They don't appear to be related, but they are, and Sam tells us in the end. So you can Google if you want, but she will tell us, our computer friend.
Yeah, okay.
Should we get our topics?
Sam, where you go? Don't make a noise while you're doing it either.
Yeah. All right.
Captain Cook and tattoos.
Captain Cook and tattoos. Okay, first of all.
Captain Cook.
Oh,
Invader. Yeah, white Invader.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Not a huge fan.
King of the... You're not a huge fan?
No,
because
I don't know what I am when it comes to Captain Cook. We certainly learned a lot about Captain Cook, didn't we, as kids?
And what he did when he first landed. Where did he first land? Was it Cooktown? 1770.
Oh, was it?
Botany Bay.
Botany Bay, where he came and settled. Yeah, it was when they settled. But he went to different places, yeah.
Because I think I went doing Russell Coight. Name drop.
Doing Russell Coight.
We went to where I think he actually stepped up.
Yeah, wow.
And it was a backwater, and now it's just like a little, you know, where you launch
put your boat
in.
Oh, it's a boat ramp.
It should be more commemorative than that.
How many fights are there at boat ramps?
I think it was you that said.
Yeah. They should do a show.
A reality show.
Boat ramp wars.
Yep.
Boat ramp wars.
Because everyone's an expert and nobody is. And
get the jet ski in. Oh, God. And when you go, I just love it when you go down to the bay or whatever and you see like 8 guys lined up with their jet skis and they're all angry and yelling. And
it's fantastic. You just sit there and just get a couple of chairs.
Yeah.
and just watch it unfold. But do you know how to back a trailer?
Yeah, I had to learn. You got to do reverse for where you want to go.
Oh, because I learned for Russell Coight.
You
learned. So if you look in your right, I'm probably going to get this wrong.
It is quite hard to back a trailer because when you go left, it goes right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So
tough.
if there's too much of the trailer in your right-hand mirror, that's the way you pull down.
Yeah.
So too much trailer in your left-hand mirror, you pull down left. I think that's it.
My dad's still got a trailer sitting under the car. He's 80-something, and he would never lend it to anyone because he lent it to someone, and they broke the bloody brake light, and he loved his trailer. I used to do stand-up about how he loved his trailer.
What, to the tip on Sunday or something?
Yeah, we used to go to the tip. He used to use it for bottle run. Remember bottle drives and the Scouts?
Yeah.
But that trailer was working non-stop, and then like Keith up the road borrowed it. I don't know if it was Keith, but someone like that borrowed it.
He buggered it.
Mate. Bloody idiot. My trailer. He loves that trailer.
Yeah, because you feel like a man when you got a trailer.
Yeah, it's a very manly thing to have.
Did you have a ball on the back of the? You would have had a ball.
Yeah, with the tennis ball.
Did you ever walk around the back of the car and walk?
Bang!
Oh, jeez, I did.
That Brad Oakes used to do a joke about that, a friend of the show, about hitting the toe ball when you hit a toe ball.
And
But what if that joke would still work? Probably with older crowd, it would work.
Yeah, of course.
Don't think young people
Really relate to your toe ball.
to your toe ball trailer gags.
Anyway, Captain Cook.
Captain Cook. There's a massive statue of him in Cairns, isn't there? I'm
There
sure.
you go. Yeah, there you go.
Huge statue of Captain Cook in Cairns.
Joseph Banks. That was his mate, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, the plants guy.
Yeah, he was just going, where are you going today? Hey, Captain, I'm going to head off and grab a few weird plants here.
Yeah. You
Weird
go
animals,
ashore.
plants. Did they take any
Specimens.
Did they take any animals back?
They might have. Darwin did.
Darwin. That's right,
Darwin definitely did
yeah.
because he had another plant mate with him.
But who was the famous guy who used to... Was it Napoleon that took kangaroos?
Yeah, we did that on this podcast.
Yeah.
Napoleon had. Yeah, so what they would do, they would come to people would catch the animals and then ship them, sell them around the world. It was like a merchant thing. They used to do that. Captain Cook, I don't know that much about him. A lot of those explorers they had to raise their money. He's probably an ex-military guy, Captain Cook.
King of the Pacific, I think. He was looking for the Northwest Passage, whatever that means.
Right.
That would be the Atlantic to the Pacific, I think.
And he came several times, didn't he, Captain Cook?
He came a lot. But he was after the Dutch, though, wasn't he?
Well, or the Vikings, yeah.
Oh, you reckon the Vikings came?
Well, I reckon the
'Cause
Vikings.
you've seen the TV show.
I've seen the TV show.
Yeah, well, you would.
The Dutch definitely discovered, Australia, I reckon.
And they went, yeah, I don't really care about it.
there's
Whatever,
not.
you can have it.
There's none of that salty licorice there for us or clogs.
I remember because what's his name? Sam Neill did it recently.
Oh, that looked great, that show.
Yeah.
About the Pacific. I should
Yeah.
watch that.
But he went to Tahiti, he went to Hawaii and didn't.
Well, where was Captain Cook killed? It was Tahiti or Hawaii on the beach, wasn't it?
Yeah, because I think what happened was they tampered with the rudder, the cutter or something, and because they did it, he went to try to kidnap one of the chief.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a harsh response. Rather than going, keep your hands off the boat, he's going, I know what I'll...
But how scary would it be to just arrive at an island, to have these massive islander guys come running towards you with their clubs, and you're in your wig and stuff and your dainty pants. It's like, whoa, where are we? It'd be exciting, though, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't they have had guns?
Captain Cook would have had guns, yeah, but
So he would have just gone-
the natives wouldn't.
Yeah,
The
of course, that's what I'm
indigenous
saying,
people
yeah.
wouldn't. No way.
So it's kind of like sad, really. It's really upsetting.
Have you seen that great cartoon? A lot of people have done it in stand-up about the Aboriginals standing on the shore and seeing Captain Cook and them going, bloody boat people. Here they come. Boat people.
So he's going into Tahiti, he's going into Hawaii,
New Zealand.
running amok there, I think, as well. As much as, and we've got down here in Melbourne,
Captain Cook's cottage, where Mick Malloy slept the night once when he was drunk. He told me once.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did. Because he lived near there, and he broke in and slept in the bed and said it was quite small. It's like Goldilocks.
Is that a true story?
Yeah, he told it on the radio. Yeah, when I was there. Yeah, he said he broke in one night and. Because you go to Captain Cook's cottage and it is quite small, but also then there's thinking, I think only his parents lived in it or something. Right. I think he was only there for a very short time.
And they broke it up and packed it,
shipped it all out here. Yeah. Yep.
Because people must have been a lot shorter then. Because
they were. It is a small cottage.
Yeah.
It's next to Fairy Park. You've been to Fairy Park? It's cute. Like a fairy village. It is.
Yeah.
The little. It's like a recreation of a small town, a miniature town, which was given as a present after the war. It says on the plaque.
By who? The Poms.
The British, yeah.
It's like the Statue of Liberty, isn't it? It was given to
Yeah, that was a
Mother
present,
Fred.
wasn't it?
That's huge. Anyway, didn't he? Was he one of the first to deal with scurvy?
Oh, possibly. Captain Cook, yeah. I don't know, but they would have got scurvy.
I don't want to say who it is, unless it's okay to say, but wasn't there a comedian?
Chris Franklin.
Does he
got
talk about
scurvy.
it?
Yeah, he does. Because his diet was beige. It was chips and pies. And the doctor
Chips and pies.
The doctor said, I've been a doctor for 50 years. I've never seen a case of scurvy. What next?
fantastic?
Gout. My dad got gout, so you can get gout easily.
But imagine he's got scurvy, he'd be going, Tony, Dr. Tony, come out.
They all came in and had a look, apparently. They were amazed that, you got this ye olde disease.
And all you got to do is, because I think, didn't they work out to give them some fruit or something?
Yeah,
or lemons?
vitamin C.
Yeah, but
Vitamin
he
C.
was giving him sauerkraut, I think, Cook. He just knew that their
really?
diet had to be better than...
Ooh, I love sauerkraut.
What is sauerkraut? It's cabbage.
Cabbage and onion.
Pickled cabbage and onion.
Yum.
Yeah.
Oh, matter of fact.
Okay, so have you got any tattoos?
No, I'm a clean skin. Have you?
Have you ever, no. Ever thought about it? No, I haven't.
Sam, have you got any tattoos?
No tattoos.
No, I didn't think so.
No, I didn't think so.
Offended by
Have I
that.
thought about it? Not really. I mean, we grew up in the era when the only people that had tattoos was the cleaner at school, the old guy, because he was in the Navy.
Yeah.
And I remember asking him, because he had him on his hands. He goes, that was a long time ago, mate, in the Navy. But I mean, my dad was in the Air Force. He's got no tattoos, so it wasn't really... I'm amazed how popular tattoos are now.
Oh, no, I reckon what percentage of...
1 in 10?
Yeah, well, more than that.
You go to the Gold Coast, it's 1 in 3.
Yeah. I mean, and that's...
Who does a hughie when what he does a joke about when he gets delayed at the Gold Coast airport? He goes, well, stay here an hour longer, I don't have to get a sleeve tattoo. Because you go to the Gold Coast, seriously, everyone's got a tattoo.
I used to do a bit of stand-up about a friend who got a rose tattooed on her bum, because that was quite popular, wasn't it? Around the hip.
Yes.
And then I saw her years later and she put on a little bit of weight and the rose had turned into a bunch of rose.
Yes. Well, this is a problem. And also, people that get tattoos on their stomachs.
Oh, yeah.
One of my friends when I was at uni, she got a tattoo of like a dragon on her stomach. She's had a kid.
And now it's turned into like...
I think the dragon, I don't know. I don't know what's happened to the dragon.
I don't mind them. I don't...
What would you get if you got one? What would you get, you reckon?
That's a really good question.
Mother?
Some sort of Zen stuff.
Oh, you get a new age one. Bit of a dolphin.
I don't know. You can get what they do the sleeve.
The sleeve, yeah. That's very Collingwood footballer.
His name Tommy Little's got the...
Yeah, he's got the... But the funniest thing about that tattoo is that, you know who's got it exactly... It's like an Indian statement. Like, you live in the now of the whatever, in the never,
Right.
and with a picture of an Indian. Ruby Rose has got exactly the same tattoo.
Really? And did he not know?
He didn't know that.
By coincidence?
Yeah, which sort of brings it down a bit, doesn't it? You're like, oh.
Because when you have something new, that's a good plot for a show where two people turn up with the same tattoo.
Same tattoo.
It's like wearing the same shirts, the same
Well, it's like
dress.
having a Celtic armband. Remember Celtic armbands were big for a while in the tattoo world. Dolphins were big for a while.
Spider webs on the corner, on the elbow.
Teardrops. Yeah, but
teardrops.
they're prison tattoos.
Yeah,
That's a
okay.
prison tattoo.
Love across the fingers.
Again, that's more prison. Love and hate on your knuckles.
A friend of mine went to uni with, he had left and right on his feet.
Really? There was a guy who used to walk around Richmond who had fish and chips, but it was written backwards on his head. It was like, he'd done it himself. I don't think he was right. I tell you what, I'm surprised. So I'm surprised when I go and do football club gigs, the amount of tattoos on the face these days. Young men.
Yeah.
And like I did Greensborough, which is a relatively middle class area, you have to say. Lower middle class.
Yep.
There were 3 guys in that footy club that had tattoos on their faces, like stars. And I said to them, well, so what do you guys do? You're obviously not working at Westpac, are you?
Yeah.
You're not, Mrs. Jones, 10s or 20s today. What's that on your face? They were tradies. They're tradies. They're concreters. Yeah. And I said, do any of you have kids? And one guy goes, yeah, I've got a baby. I'm like, imagine what the baby looks up when you look into the cot. It's a monster.
It's standard, isn't it?
Oh,
My brother got his black belt in karate and he had some sort of emblem up there.
What?
He was
like a yin and yang thing.
No, it was like the shield of the type of martial arts he did.
So if he's ever in is that the one who fixes appliances or?
Yeah, he had an incident down the beach the other day where he was swimming.
He had to whip off the singlet and show him his tat. Hey, have a look at
the guys were at they were in a swimming area and some guys were on paddle boards.
Yeah.
And they came out and they go, can you move? Because we're on stand-up paddleboards and we want to surf in here. He's going, in his head he went, no. And they were quite aggressive. And you know what he did? He just stared at them.
He's not really a big guy. He's not like a big Maori.
No, but he just
brother.
stared at them.
He's like
Not aggressively.
Tall, skinny guy.
Yeah, he's skinny, a tall, skinny guy. Not aggressive, and they sailed away.
Oh, really?
It's all you got to do. It's just got to go. Because if someone stares at you, you go, "Oh my, this guy could do anything." No, not like that.
Like
That's
psycho.
Psycho. Just quietly stare at someone
Yeah.
when they throw their best at you, and then if you're standing there, just slip off your shoes, and they go, "Uh-oh." If you're slipping off your shoes, he must be some super, Bruce Lee type.
You'd love to have like a really cut upper half body and just slowly take your shirt off and fold it up and put it down.
Yeah, anything you do slowly at that point, because if you get angry, they've got you. But if you stay cool, which I now this is interesting. Hawaii, Captain Cook.
Yeah.
Didn't they used to do tattoos when they used to tap it in with the
Oh, really?
with the bamboo? I think they did Hawaiian
sounds
tattoos.
painful.
And I'll tell you something else.
The Brady Bunch went to Hawaii. Remember that episode? How funny is this? So there's a great episode. Do you remember that episode?
I think I do.
The Brady Bunch went to Hawaii. On Hamish and Andy one day, they were doing people ringing in with their holiday stories, and this guy goes, "Oh, I went to Hawaii with my family, and we found this tiki in a cave, and it was haunted." And Hamish and Andy go, "Oh wow, oh really?" And because they'd never seen the Brady Bunch because they're too young. And then all these dudes are texting in, "Dude, that's the Brady Bunch episode." It could happen to us one day. People will be sending us our stuff, and we're like, "What? No, that's on an app, you idiot."
Have you been to Hawaii?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
at last.
You've been to Hawaii.
Oh, I've been there a couple of times.
Oh my God!
A few times.
I want to go.
Oh.
I know. I've never been to any. I've been to New Zealand. That's
Okay, so I change the subject to New Zealand. Hawaii.
I bet you've been to a few of those other Pacific islands too. You've been to Noumea or something like that, or
Been to Tahiti.
oh, see, I've never been there.
I've been to Mia.
What was Tahiti
I've been
like?
to Fiji.
I've
Tahiti
never
was
been
fantastic.
there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just killing it today.
Bloody big Pacific Islander.
Yeah.
Guy.
Fiji French. So
Fiji's not French, is it? That's Tahiti.
no, it's French.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, so they all speak a bit of Tahiti.
do they?
It's was settled by the French.
Fiji or Tahiti?
Sorry,
Tahiti's French.
Tahiti. Did I say? What did I say? Fiji is
Fiji.
French. I apologise. Tahiti is French.
So what's Hawaii like?
Fantastic, but it's American.
Yeah.
If you get out into the islands, you get a little bit of culture. We went to Kauai. The Nepali coast is one of the most beautiful, and I went for a helicopter ride.
Oh, so you went away from the Big Island. You went to some of them.
Yeah.
Did you see Jack Johnson, the singer there? He lives.
No,
in
but
Hawaii.
I saw.
Who's the other one who plays the bongos? That guy.
Does he live around there? Does he?
Yeah, the actor. One of them lives over there.
Who's the old guy? The old taekwondo, the martial arts guy that's quite old.
Bruce Lee.
No.
You saw him though.
Well, I saw him. Old guy. Old guy.
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris, Sam. Yeah, you saw Chuck Norris.
Yeah. Well, he saw me.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he saw.
of course.
That's right.
So there's 3 places you've been that I haven't been.
Yeah. Have you been to anyway? So point being, now there's an interesting. This may be the answer. I don't know whether it is or not. There's a tattoo that certain people get when they know how to read the stars, how to navigate by the stars.
Is this the Southern Cross tattoo that I've got?
You've got this. You know.
That I go to rallies
I
with?
got sent a tattoo someone had. It was Russell Coight.
Oh yeah. He was on Hughesy. We have a problem. That guy. He's got a tattoo of you on his on his arm or his leg.
Well, there's one where he's got the Southern Cross and Russell Coight's in the middle of it.
Oh God. He's like a miner or something.
If you Google, you want to see some weird tattoos, Google Russell Coight tattoos. Yeah, look, there it is. There it is.
Oh, Sam's doing it.
Look, in the middle of the Southern
Oh my
Cross. That's
God.
me in the middle of it.
Sam,
That's
thank
full
you.
back. He's got that for the rest of his life. He's got me.
Pull back. Oh, make sure I put that on the in the Facebook group and put that in the show notes. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Did he get permission off Tom Gleisner for that?
Yeah, because of course I don't know the character. Anyway, so
But you mean the tattoo artist and that guy coming in? I want Russell Coight on my back.
Google. There's some really bad ones. Really bad.
So
ones.
there's quite a few Russell Coight
Just
tattoos
put
out
in
there.
Russell Coight tattoos, and occasionally I have never been with a person who's had one because that would be too creepy. But I have spoken to them
on radio or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I spoke to that guy who's got a Hughesy one and a Russell Coight one.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that why? And what was the point of him being on your show?
He got a Strawny one, I think. He got a Peter Hellier one when Peter Hellier was on the show. He wanted to get.
So he's going to have three people. Three.
Oh, he's got someone else on there too now. I think I think he might have Magda or something like that.
Yeah.
Call me icons.
Anyway, if you get this tattoo, it won't mean anything to anybody else, but it would mean something to you because obviously you look at your hand or your arm and there's a tattoo configuration, and you can navigate by the sea, by the stars.
Oh, well, what about Guy Pearce in that movie? Great movie, Memento. Where is that it? Memento, yeah. Where he had all that. We had all the tattoos because he kept losing his memory, and he had all the.
Oh, right.
It was one of those movies where you watch and you're like, and it goes back in time, and you're like,
oh, it's a great movie.
I don't really
it's
understand.
one of his best movies, I reckon.
Oh yeah, he's very good, Guy Pearce.
It does you hit in that script. It's a bit like that Limitless one, isn't it? Is that the one where he takes the drug and there's a couple where they shift in time like that?
Yes.
And you're just going,
yeah. What's going on?
There's the other one too where it goes in. What is it?
I used to see Guy Pearce around. He lived in Yarraville for a while, where I used to live. He's a friendly guy.
He's a lovely guy.
Lovely guy. And now he's married to the woman from Game of Thrones.
Really?
Yeah,
they've had a child together.
Yeah, they've had a child.
God, things move fast, don't they?
I know.
Are you moving?
Oh, I think I know. I think I know what it is.
I think I know what it is.
I think I know what it is.
Yeah, but we should.
I think I know what it is. You know what we need? Some Hawaiian music. I love Hawaiian music.
That is a great idea.
Remember Dad had the Hawaiian album?
Would you rather Hawaiian music or military tattoo music?
No, I've been to a military tattoo. I went with my dad.
I have too. Did you do Edinburgh?
Yeah.
I used to do a comedy show with Bob Franklin and Jamoan, and my show would finish, and I would walk out. I'd be right next to the military tattoo every night, and then the crowd would walk.
What do you mean you'd be right next to the tattoo?
Well, as in they did it in the castle at the top of the Edinburgh.
Oh, right. Yeah, sure.
Yes, I'd walk past it every night, and you see the people, the throngs coming out after being.
I know. I went to the one where they toured it here. It was at Etihad Stadium, and they built a fake castle and stuff.
It doesn't work. Do it. You got to sit on that.
What was amazing was that it went for like 2 hours without a break, and like most of the people there are old and need to go to the toilet. Like seriously, guys, give them a break.
And
also they do stuff like, and here's the New Zealand South Island marching band, and it's like, oh, they're just padding now, building up to the big bagpipes and the explosions, you know.
Then if you go to the toilet, it's just going to be a line. It's worse for the women. Anyway,
I'll tell you what.
we should hear some Hawaiian.
No.
Because I love Tahitian music. Did I tell you, just before we go to them, did I tell you the time that I was in Tahiti?
Tahiti would be nice. Remember that ad? Tahiti would be nice.
And I was in Tahiti and we went over to an island and we walked around the island. We came back and they had this big 44-gallon drum.
Oh, that's right, with drinks in it?
With drinks in it. And I'm going, I'm so thirsty. Can I have one of those, please? And I've just gone, one. I reckon I've had 4 of them.
Yeah.
Banged them down. It was some fruit thing. Anyway, I said to him, that wasn't alcoholic, was it? And he goes, oh, yeah.
Oh, really? So you're off your nut?
Off my nut. And then they started playing the boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Teaching everyone how to do the Tahitian dance.
You got the shirt off.
Oh, man. I was up. I was banging it out.
Oh, I'd love to go to those islands. Have I told you the time I went to Hawaii with my family, we found a tiki in a cave?
I should play it.
It's a good story.
Okay, some Hawaiian music.
I always think of SpongeBob SquarePants. They play a lot of Hawaiian music.
Do they?
Oh, it's a very funny show, SpongeBob.
I've heard it.
It's really funny. Patrick. The creator died the other day, which is really sad. He was about my age. He was like a former marine biologist who created this show. Anyway, it's a funny kids show, SpongeBob.
Captain Cook and tattoos. They're linked.
Okay, well, you go. You
want me to go first? I'm going to say
go on.
That when he was in Hawaii, he was the first white man to get a tattoo.
Oh, see, I was going to say that too.
Really?
I reckon Captain Cook.
Because they did it with bamboo, and they would blow into a bit of bamboo with the ink, and it would spurt into their skin. And it was kind of pretty basic, but they had that. Anyway, that's what I think.
Well, before I say, we've got to thank Ramona, who sent this in via Facebook, actually.
Oh, did she?
I heard Ramona sing. Yep, Ramona. Good on you, Ramona.
So, unfortunately, we've gone for the same thing, have we?
No, I'm going to just change mine.
Just so we get it covered.
Ramona. Also, if you're looking for a song about you, Ramona, the Pixies. No, it's the guy from the Pixies has a single called "I Heard Ramona Sing." Because
how would you know that?
Because I've been on Speaks 54 times. 54. I repeated that fact last night. I did a gig for Better Electrics. They have very good white goods, Quinn.
Better, yeah, they're quite good.
Yeah, Better. They're the independent kind of.
Maybe they'd like to sponsor us.
Oh, that'd be great.
if they're listening.
And the guy goes, "What show are you on again? What is it again? What's it called again? Spicks and Specs, mate, 54 times. Just say that before you bring me on." God, I love my... You know what? I should have thought about it more, but I went on and just listed all the European appliances I had that were broken down.
Oh.
So I said, what about the Miele oven I've got? That shit. And they're all like...
Miele?
Oh,
Miele.
That's it. I'm pronouncing it. They were going hysterical about
Laughing.
it. Oh. And then I picked on a guy who was from Smeg.
Oh, Smeg dishwashers.
Smeg. Oh, I've got a Smeg fridge.
Oh.
And I kept going, why do I have to defrost it, mate? It's 2018. You still got to defrost your fridge? He's like, it's an old one. You got an old one. And then I had to go Fisher Paykel on the dish drawers because I've got Fisher Paykel dish drawers.
You know your brands.
Oh.
Because I'm in love with my Miele. We got the Miele washing machine and dryer. I'm in love. I feel like
that's
a captain.
because you got an inside rating because your brother
and I also got it. They're old. The older ones are better than the new ones.
See,
it depends what country they're assembled in. If they're assembled in, would it be Germany?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Or
Korea.
That's right. You want the German ones.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Fisher Paykel, I just kept saying they don't wash the dishes properly. And then I go, is that how they wash dishes in New Zealand? Is it? They just don't wash them. I'm loving it. Or the rep's here. He wants to speak to you.
You got one job.
You got one job. Wash the dishes. Anyway, I reckon Captain Cook brought back the concept of tattoos. I don't reckon he got
that's
one.
a good answer.
To England.
That's a good answer.
And he.
So he's gone. How was your trip? Hi, Dal. I'm back.
Check his anchor out.
Yeah.
I don't reckon he got a tattoo, but some of the sailors would have got him. Some of the more lower class residents of his ship.
But he might have got a tattoo that says, one where the person's surfing.
Oh yeah. Maybe he set up a tattoo parlor. Cover the Cap's tattoo parlor. I know he got killed, didn't he, on the beach?
Well, it's got something to do with tattoos in Captain Cook, so we're not far off.
All right.
Sam, where you go?
When Captain Cook made his first voyage from 1768 to 1771, he visited Tahiti among many other places. It was in Tahiti that he learnt a word that sounded like tattoo, meaning to mark. Captain Cook took the word back to the West and it became codified for the practice of permanently marking skin with ink. We now know and use the word tattoo thanks to Captain James Cook.
Wow, there you go. Thanks, Sam. I was right,
Sam.
basically.
You're right. Not only did you have one answer, you had two answers when you banged off your second.
So he came back and said, that's a tattoo, sweetheart.
Oh, no, what was happening was he was down the pub talking about his trip and someone's going, I got some ink on my arm and I know what it's called. I'll give it a name. What do you mean you give it a name? Well, in Tahitian, you call it tattoo.
You have been listening to Somehow Related with Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Why don't you pull back other words like thong or something like that?
Yeah.
I've got a sort of a sandal. That's a thong. They call it a thong.
Thong, flip-flop.
Flip-flop.
Yeah.
Jangles, what do they call it in New Zealand?
You'd be tempted, though. I used to do a bit of stand-up about that. Remember? What was it, my bit of stand-up? When people come back from a foreign country.
They speak in the language.
Went to the Arc de Triomphe. Went to the Louvre.
The Eiffel Tower.
But French don't do it when they come to Australia. It's not like they come here and they go home to their mates and go, Aujourd'hui, bonjour de Sydney Harbour Bridge.
Yeah. That was a good routine.
Aujourd'hui,
MCG.
Got a route in North Melbourne.
Yeah. Bang. Thank you. Good night.
Thanks very much.
I'll be Glenn Robbins.
See you next time.
Oh, man, it's getting hot.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Well,
it's like a sauna now.
You made a noise like we were talking about before.
Oh, yeah, the massage.
I tell you when I make a noise is when I get into bed with clean sheets.
Oh, I love clean sheets.
What noise do you make?
Oh, this is good. I always say to Kieran, this is good, clean sheets. Then again, you got to go through the process of changing them, don't you? It'd be good if you don't change the sheets.
Cleaning lady does it.
Which I heard. Lady does it.
I heard that's above and beyond what cleaning ladies do.
My cleaner would never change the sheets.
Well, what does she
come
do?
Often. Mops the floor, cleans the bathrooms.
Well, how is it throwing a sheet on them? Because I reckon our place is pretty easy to clean. So
yours. Yeah, you don't have much stuff. You've seen our house.
It's only two of us. You've got kids.
We got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you got stuff a lot of stuff.
You always go. You got a garage sale on your front porch? No,
it's got stuff.
Just stuff everywhere. Stuff. And my wife was an early adopter of the Marie Kondo or whatever her name is. Does this bring joy to your life or whatever? And seriously, she's got so many cluttering books. They're cluttering up the house. Decluttering books are decluttering up the house.
Hoarding. It's a condition.
Yeah, it's a bit. Oh, yeah, it's a very first world thing, isn't it?
But anyway. I think there was a time when you sort of you would show off by having stuff like. Look how many DVDs, look how many CDs.
Yeah,
I've got, look how many-
bookshelves
look
and
at my
stuff.
bookshelves.
Records, people have records.
It was a
yeah.
status symbol.
Yeah.
And now you're going, I seriously don't need any of that. And I want less stuff than I do. You know.
No, who does that routine about in the future? We're just going to, on our deathbed, hand our kids a hard drive. That's all my memories. Look after that, son. Whereas now, I look at my parents' house; it's full of stuff.
Yep.
And they've got to do that thing that the Swedes they call it a death clean before people pass away.
Oh, yeah.
They've got to clean because Dad's got
I know.
He goes, I've started cleaning out the garage. He's got 2 kayaks.
I know.
What the fuck? What do you got kayaks for?
I've always said
You don't need. You're 83. He's got a Life Be In It poster.
You drive around any major city at the right time, and you'll do a whole house. You've got couches, you've got tables, you've got TVs, you've got washing machines, you've got and they probably work.
Dad's got they've got World Book encyclopedias from the 80s.
Oh, don't be throwing those away.
No,
You
they
never
keep
know.
them. You keep them.
You never know.
Never know who's doing a project and the internet breaks.
Yeah.
Interested in new books? Subscribe to Chapter 1. Chapter 1 is a new podcast with me, Nellie Thomas. Each episode, you'll hear the first chapter of a new release book from top publishers. Subscribe and listen to Chapter 1, a new podcast with me, Nellie Thomas. Search for Chapter 1 where you're listening now. Interested in new books? Subscribe to Chapter 1. Chapter 1 is a new podcast with me, Nellie Thomas. Each episode, you'll hear the first chapter of a new release book from top publishers. Subscribe and listen to Chapter 1, a new podcast with me, Nellie Thomas. Search for Chapter 1 where you're listening now.